Hello everybody and welcome to our conversation where we're talking about building your business intuitively. Are you ready? So excited to be here with you today. For those of you that I have yet to meet, let me know if this is your first time watching me on a live or if you're of course catching the replay. And for those of you that have been in my world for a while, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Louisa Havers and I help entrepreneurs and coaches break through their upper limits in life so that you can live at your highest level, to be able to live at your fullest self-expression. Let's just turn off those things that are going ping. So thank you so much for joining me. Do say hello in the chat as you're jumping on, and I always love to know whereabouts in the world that you're tuning in from, because I know we have a wonderful community with people coming and joining us from all over the world. So which part of the world are you in? And if you're joining me live, then do use the hashtag live higher selfie. We're talking about channeling higher levels of consciousness today. So if you're here live, hashtag live higher selfie. And of course, if you're catching the replay, hashtag higher selfie. And then I'll know that you're on the replay. That would be so awesome. I can circle back and say hello to you as well. So it's that time of year, isn't it, where everyone is reflecting and planning for next year. I'm sure you are doing the same as well. I've certainly been getting my coaches on board, who's on my board of directors, the team that I'm requiring for next year, thinking how can I be supported within my business for next year as well, so that we can serve more people. That's what we want to do. That's our mission, our intention, to be able to help 100,000 entrepreneurs and coaches to live at their fullest self-expression so they can create their legacies, creating that ripple effect around the world. Oh, Tenerife Airport. Welcome. I hope you are having a wonderful time there. So wonderful. Is it sunny? That's the most important question to ask. So I'd love to know, we're talking about what you've created this year. So let's just take a moment to pause and celebrate. What have you created this year? Have you launched new products? Are you in the middle of creating something new? How many clients have you served? Customers have you served with your products, your services? I know we have people with such a range of businesses here. We're blessed with artists, we're blessed with stylists, we're blessed with so many wonderful coaches, healers, brand strategists, health and wellness coaches, so many things. I'd love to know, what's your business? Do pop your business in the comments below so we get a sense of who's here. And how have you helped people this year? What products and services have you shared with them? So as you're just gathering your thoughts and thinking about who you've been serving this year, then let's just take a moment just to call all of our energy back from wherever you've been, so that you can be fully present, so we're not being distracted by all the other things that can be going on at any one moment in time. So just invite you to gift yourself a nice couple of deep breaths, breathing in grace and love and breathing out anything that doesn't serve. Just have a nice big letting go breath as you become fully present. And then I just invite you to think about all the people that you've served as we're just gathering your impact for this year, all the people that you're hoping to serve. What are you celebrating and what are you appreciating in your life right now? I'd love to know. We want to get into that frequency of appreciation. I'm appreciating that I can go and see the House Gospel Choir tonight in London with a lateral flow test. So excited. Can't wait to go dancing. That's what I'm appreciating today. What are you appreciating? So it could be a success in business, a client result, a new product, program, service, tool, a thing that you've developed or you're launching. Let's have some celebrations in the chat, because it is really important to take that time to tune into that frequency of appreciation, allowing yourself to really feel appreciative and being able to notice that, because as we notice what we're feeling appreciative for, and we start to see that what others are feeling appreciative for, we're getting into that frequency and we amplify the energy around that. So we have and attract more things to feel appreciative for. So good. So as you are joining us, we're having a conversation around building your business intuitively. So for me, This is one of the most important thing you can do. My quantum leap started happening when I started working in the Akashic Records and connecting in with my higher self and really listening and getting myself aligned and leaning into the resistance and seeing what was asking to be healed. And I found that by channeling higher realms of consciousness and infusing those frequencies into our business, into the consciousness of our business, and our business is a vehicle for sacred commerce, that from that, my business has doubled in its growth. We're tracking for serving more clients, which is so exciting, making a bigger difference, and our revenue tracking towards 500K in 2022. So exciting. And the thing that I really wanted to speak to within this, and why it's so important that we channel our higher selves and channel higher realms of consciousness, is we all have, of course, blind spots, and our subconscious programs, when they're running, they create resistance in our business, creating resistance in what we're allowing to come through as an expression of ourselves. My clients come to me, they know alignment is key. And on our soul's journey, of course, there's always more that we can learn, always more tools that we can add to our toolkit, of course. And I know we have people at different parts of their journey in our community, which is so wonderful. So some people are starting out, some people have been in business for a couple of years or for 20 years, however long may be. And some people are running large teams and taking their businesses to that next level. And of course, wherever we are on our journey, there's always more that we get to learn and grow and evolve. And for me, when I'm seeing the quantum leaps happening for my clients, this is when they align their conscious mind, their subconscious mind, and their higher self-consciousness for their alignment and manifesting, and they're tapping into that soul level consciousness for co-creation. This is where, you're building your business in an aligned, intuitive way and being able to channel that etheric guidance and then use the 3D marketing tools to be able to bring what you're channeling into the physical plane. The thing is, if we're creating from a place of resistance or scarcity or fear, then we're creating from a misaligned place, and our energy is, of course, behind all the actions and decisions. And then we can go down the whole energetic rabbit hole of wherever we are in business. I see this across all levels of business growth, that imposter syndrome. Who's had that? Or you've got a big case of who, me? Yes. Celebrating you, Alilius, I know that is you. It's you at Tenerife Airport then. Lovely. I've just figured it out. It just says Facebook users here. So that's so exciting. Congratulations on your certification. So cool. So when we allow ourselves to tap into our higher self and to channel a higher level of consciousness, and we take action on this, then a whole new world of possibility and quantum leaping opens up. So many stories like this, and I'm sure you've seen this as well. So for me, from clients in the Wealth Portal, we've had, just to name a few, Tina channeled a whole program through the Akashic Records, and she downloaded it super fast. It was easy. This is where you're in your zone of genius and you're allowing the information to come through without creating that resistance. Jo was guided to launch a podcast that seemingly was outside her niche, but it wasn't. And it's that next level coming through and a contribution to her broader community that will ultimately help her find more clients who need her amazing services as well. And like our amazing client, Jenny, who was working with me in the Wealth Portal, and Jenny and I, we joke about this because we manifested each other. Jenny manifested the Helix method, which is my certification program. And what actually happened was Jenny was following our manifesting process in the Wealth Portal and used a technique where I guide clients to connect with their higher selves and to ask a question from a place of already having the result in place. It's your future self asking the question, how have I had the quantum leaps in my business? How have I got this XYZ income? How am I surrounded by love and money? Whatever the result is. And Jenny was asking the question, and what came through was to learn what to do, what Louisa does. So she took the aligned action. She reached out to me and asked me, can you teach me to teach others manifesting and energy alignment? Do you do this? And unbeknown to Jenny at that time, back in early 2021, I'd had an Akashic record reading myself that had said my next level was to birth a certification program for alignment and manifesting. And the rough time scale was later in the year. And the night before I got the email from Jenny, so this is back in, I think it was June, July time, if I remember rightly, I was with my coach and I had written down, launch the certification program in September. So the date had been created, and then I woke up in the morning to receive Jenny's email, which is so exciting. Hi, Glenda, welcome. And so that's why I say Jenny and I manifested each other, because we didn't know what the other person was doing, but we were taking that aligned action, following that intuitive guidance from our higher selves and our guides. And Jenny is one of the founding members of the Helix method, loving it. Her clients are loving it, getting incredible results. And she's launching her self-love program in January, where we'll be coaching clients, where she'll be coaching clients with the Helix method framework. So Jenny tapped into her higher level of consciousness so she could allow what her next level of purpose to come through was, allowing her intuition to be her guide so that her zone of genius can evolve and come through. And she's got so much buzz around her business, which is so exciting. So I just share that example because when you're able to focus on your zone of genius, the thing that you're here to do, and you're creating from a higher consciousness and with your Akashic Record guides, business just becomes so much easier. So for me, just to explain a little bit about the Helix method and the Akashic Records, so I use a combination of the Helix method and the Akashic Records. This is the secret behind my success and my clients' quantum leaps. And the Helix method came to me through the Akashic Records. And it combines the magical lineage of the goddess Isis mystery school with Western energy, psychology, and manifesting methods so that people are empowered to master the art of reality creation so they can live at their highest potential across all areas of life. So that's what we're up to with the Helix method. And then often people will ask me, what are the Akashic Records? So let me know in the comments if you know what the Akashic Records are. I know we're joined by some Akashic Record consultants who've certified with me in the program, which is so exciting. But let's have a little, have you experienced the Akashic Records? Say yes, no in the comments, and would love to see where everybody's at. So if you're new to the Akashic Records, just to explain it, to think about, so we all have a different levels of consciousness, our conscious mind, our subconscious, our higher self-consciousness, and a soul level of dimension of consciousness. And when we're working in the Akashic Records, we're tapping into our soul level dimension of consciousness. And all of us have a soul, and our soul has a blueprint. So think of this like an energetic roadmap. It's telling us what we're here to learn, what we're here to master, who we can meet up with in terms of being able to have the greatest alignment with what our soul purpose is. So as we start to channel that information, things are able to get easier and easier because we're more and more in flow. And the key thing to what I would say to bear in mind when working with the Akashic Records is the future is unwritten. So this isn't like a psychic reading or mediumship, it's a spiritual reading. And there's energies that can indicate what the future can likely look like. But of course, we have free will, and at any time we can make a decision and a choice. And those decisions and choices and actions then can change what happens ahead of us. Does that make sense? So I like to think of it as in terms of possibilities and probabilities. And when we open the Akashic Records, we transition from normal consciousness to a state of divine universal consciousness. And it's that state that allows us to perceive the impressions and the vibrations of the records. So I liken it to changing channels on your TV. So your human Wi-Fi is tuning into a different frequency and vibration. Does that make sense? And the magic is every time we're accessing the records, our awareness is affected by this quality of light and life, and we become enlightened by it. This frequency affects our sense of peace and well-being. The frequency itself is heals at the speed of light, and of course at the rate that you allow it in and are ready to heal as well. So the beauty is when you're able to focus in on your zone of genius, so the thing that you're here to do, and you're creating from that higher level of consciousness and with your Akashic Record guides, business becomes easier. It's aligned, you're able to thrive. And for me, our businesses, they all have their own consciousness, and ultimately our business purpose is for sacred commerce. And what I mean by that is a business that becomes a sacred container for the transformation of your clients, your team, you as the owner, and all being expressed through prosperity and abundance. There's a great book by the owners of the cafe Cafe Gratitude in LA. Has anyone here been to it? And the book itself is called Sacred Commerce. Amazing book. I absolutely love it. And it speaks to the very essence of what really is the bottom line in your business, which is love. We need to love our business. We need to love profit. We need to love the creation of business itself. We need to love the transformation provided by the services, have love for our products, love for our containers, love for oneness, earth, the community, love for team members and their zones of genius, love for clients, community members. Love is profit. Is this resonating? Let me know in the comments. And a great couple of questions to ask ourselves is, how is my business expressing my consciousness? So when you think of that, that's something that I like to ask myself. So how is my business expressing my consciousness? How is my business expressing love? Because when we connect in and allow ourselves to really tune into our higher selves and to work with our Akashic Record guides, we are creating from that frequency of love and truth. And then this is infusing into everything that we do, meaning that we feel more fulfilled by our business. Even when things may not be landing quite how you want them to land, being able to come at it from an expression of love, we feel more connected to our soul's essence. So my invitation is to see love as your bottom line in business, to channel your higher self, to tap into your higher levels of consciousness for your sacred commerce, so that you're, taking care of your business so that your business can take care of you and all who pass through. We'd love to hear your light bulbs. Let me know in the comments, is this landing? What's landing for you? Have you seen love as profit in your business? What does sacred commerce mean to you? Would really love to hear your thoughts as part of our conversation in relation to this. Okie dokie. And of course, if you're catching the replay, please do #higherselfie, so I know that you're catching the replay, and I'd love to hear your thoughts as well in relation to this and your takeaway. Okie dokie. So this is my last live in here for 2021. Can you believe it? And for those of you that would like my help, mentoring and guidance so that you can make your 2022 the best year ever, we are enrolling into our programs for next year currently. So for more info, you can go to my website, which is www.louisahavers.com. There's a work with me section where you can see the different programs that we have. In a nutshell, we have the Wealth Portal, which is for entrepreneurs and coaches and high achievers who want to transform their wealth consciousness, break through their money ceiling in the next 60 days or less, so that they can expand their capacity to hold more money. And the Wealth Portal is our perfect gateway to the Infinite Prosperity Collective, which is our 12-month mastermind for coaches, healers, and mentors who will calibrate to making a bigger impact, helping more clients to have the results that change their life. So whilst growing a business, receiving multi-six figures, working 20 hours a week, so you've got that balance and harmony in all areas of life. And then we are also enrolling into our certification program. So we have the Helix method. That's our 4-month program, combining the magical lineage of goddesses Isis, mystery schools with Western energy psychology and manifesting methods, so that people are empowered to really master the art of reality creation, so you can live at your highest potential across all areas of life. And then we have the Akashic Records consultation certification with the Soul Journeys method, where you channel higher levels of consciousness, channeling divine guidance, and you can use that to support you in scaling your business as well. So just reach out to me. You can drop me a message, messenger, or my email, which is louisa@louisahavers.com, or go and check out my website, which is www.louisahavers.com. And each program has a little page with a very brief overview. There's a couple of questions at the bottom if you're wanting to reach out and request the invitation. Just ask you to answer those questions. That's just so I know that you have everything in place to fly with our programs. Let me know that you're wanting the invitation, and that we'll send that over to you. And it's got the special bonuses and savings for 2021, because just to give you a heads up, our prices are going up in 2022. So if this is feeling aligned for you, then we would love to have you join us. And this is the last live that I will be doing in this Facebook group for 2021. We have our winter solstice Akashic Records activation next Tuesday at 6 o'clock on the 21st. So I do hope that you'll be joining me for that. And then we'll be back on the week of the 4th of January, back in the Art of Alignment and the Facebook group, your number one place to go for alignment, manifesting, breaking through your upper income limits, creating your multi-six-figure businesses, and channeling higher realms of consciousness. So excited. So happy Christmas. If I don't speak to you before then, thank you so much for joining me today. And as ever, follow your soul, because it really does. It knows the way. Sending you lots and lots of love. Take care. Bye-bye.